Hi, I'm Jenny Jewell, a retired emergency dispatcher. Welcome to Call Autopsy, where we listen to a 911 call and I help you break it down. This one comes from Watauga, Texas, and it is a call receiver error. And you might think it's funny, but I don't. Let's go ahead and give this one a listen.
911, what is your emergency?
Yes, I need a police officer over here.
What's going on?
I've got two teenage daughters, and I just got home from work. They were physically fighting with each other, and one of them kicked a hole in a door. And they're 12 and almost 14, and the 12-year-old is completely out of control. And I physically, if she's as big as I am, I can't control her.
Okay, did you want us to come over to shoot her? Are you there?
Excuse me?
That's a joke. Okay, so...
Who are you? What is your name?
Mike Forbes.
Okay, that's not funny,
I'm
Mike. And
sorry.
guess what? I'm going to file a formal complaint.
I don't blame you a bit.
Because you know what? This is really not very funny.
I know it's not, ma'am.
Well, guess what? It's not going to be very funny when I go in front of your supervisor and tell him.
I understand.
I guess he can just listen to the tape.
Yes, he can. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, sorry doesn't cut it. I need a police officer.
Hold on.
Yeah, and what happens here is the call ends because he's putting her on a hold to get the supervisor. So we don't have the supervisor. We have this. Let's go ahead and break this down, shall we?
911, what is your emergency?
Okay, answer up is 911, what is your emergency? So they go right into sort of where they go into the what?
Yes, I need a police officer over here.
What's going on?
Okay, so this is a huge pet peeve. He interrupted the caller. So it just keeps getting worse and worse. He interrupted the caller to ask them for the information that she's about to give him.
I've got two teenage daughters, and I just got home from work. They were physically fighting with each other, and one of them kicked a hole in a door. And they're 12 and almost 14. And
so this is an actionable call. These, it doesn't matter. Teenagers can be very harmful and dangerous if not treated correctly, right? So she wouldn't be calling if she didn't think that she was possibly in danger.
And the 12-year-old is completely out of control, and I physically, if she's as big as I am, I can't control her.
Okay, did you want us to come over to shoot her?
Okay, so this is where Mike Forbes loses his job, essentially, because you don't do that. Yes, this was disciplined. And I'll have a link to, there's only like little blurbs around for it, but I'll give you the article I found for it. This is one, she's calling 911. She feels that there is an emergency in her life that she needs help with. This is not dial a joke hotline. Mike, if you do end up watching my video, you already beaten yourself up, but here's another taste, because what that did is that soured a lot of the water. So I was still an early call receiver when this came out, and the backlash to everybody was huge because this went national. So yeah, I've got a little bit of a burr in my butt about it. So yeah, let's continue, shall we?
Are you there?
And so yes, there's 3 dots because she cannot believe that she has dialed 911 and this person has said this.
Excuse me?
That's a joke. Okay, so...
Who are you? What is your name?
Mike.
Yeah, and this is not a Karen reaction. This is a very valid reaction. And I'm with her on this one.
Forbes.
Okay, that's not funny, Mike.
I'm
And
sorry.
guess what? I'm going to file a formal complaint.
I don't blame you a bit.
Because you know what? This is really not very funny.
I know it's not, ma'am. I
Well,
apologize.
guess what?
And it's just so much. This is a very, very poor call, very bad call, disciplined correctly as far as I'm concerned. But this woman's accent is to die for. If that is the heart of Texas, sign me up. Oh my God, her accent's amazing.
It's not going to be very funny when I go in front of your supervisor and tell him.
I understand.
I guess he can just listen to the tape.
Yes, he can. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Guess what Mike forgot? Mike forgot when you're a call receiver and or a dispatcher, you're living in a glass cage for the rest of your life. Essentially, you have to treat everything like everyone can hear what you're saying and everybody can see what you're doing, because essentially they can. So, yeah, Mr. Mike forgot the glass cage scenario and totally did not think.
Guys,
Well,
hold
sorry
on.
doesn't
Hold
cut it.
on
I
one
need a police
second.
officer.
Hold on. 911.
Yeah, wow. My takeaway on that is I hope Mike eventually found a profession or the correct call center for him. But what they did is they damaged the reputation for quite a stretch of time, actually. And it did change a little bit about, again, we had meetings because you gotta when that stuff comes out. But, dude, really? So yeah, I'm very frustrated. It's, again, this is not the person, brushing off the drowning woman call. But it's the same attitude. It's the same problem. And if somebody has that mentality, they do not belong as a call receiver. My opinion only, having been in the trenches. But with that, guys, please take care. Stay safe. Don't be naughty. And until next time, bye-bye.